Well, hello everybody, Smithy here. Welcome to another Minecraft Dinosaurs episode. We are here at the beautiful Lockwood Manor, and if you remember last time, for those of you who've been following this build, we're making some massive progress on the build. But this episode, we are going deep underground because we need to do the underground section before we finish off the top. So I did promise that last time. So without further ado, thank you very much indeed for all the comments, guys. I do get to them eventually. I've not been getting them to as quickly as possible. Apologies, but it's really good. And for those who have never been here before, yes, I have built this, every single block of it. And it's taken quite a long time, and we were sort of doing some other stuff there, which we're not going to do this episode because we can come back. We are going to do the build of the underground section. Now, quite interesting enough, this has been cleared here. I reckon that the dinosaur area, if you look at the T-Rex clip, yeah, it's going to be around up there. It's going to be around about here. That's the outside where the lorries came up here, sort of thing, or about here. We'll find out once we get there. But guys, it's sort of all a bit skew-whiff because the where it's all built is at the back of the house, and the entrance where they all load them up is here. So it's not a straight line to underneath where the lift area is. So we're going to have to do some sort of downward tunnel and then into here, which is quite interesting in itself because all the people, when they escaped, had to somehow, instead of running out the front of the house, they end up running out over here. So there's a bit of continuity in the movie, so we're going to still do that. But hey, let's get to it. And someone asked me, sorry, I haven't remembered your name. Someone asked me, how do I dig the holes out underground? So there's the lift shaft, guys. Yeah, the lift shaft. It's probably, yeah, it's just about right as such, although it could possibly be wider. So how are we going to do this? Right, you can see the glass here. The best way for me is I'm going to cut out some of these blocks so that we can let some light, because we really do need some light down here because we're going to be deep. Now, the other thing that I've looked at is how big are the rooms down below. Now, the auction room, which is directly below here, that's like a double height room at least. And then the one down, then you got the basement rooms, which are where all the dinosaurs are kept, and then you got the ramp up the other side. So first things first, this is how you cut stuff out, guys. Simple as this. Using World Edit for 1.12.2, and it's very easy to use once you get it. So what I'm going to do is, because I want the light here, let's get the light. So if I sort of see there's light there, let's take that out of there. So you right click it first of all, come over to where you want to remove the left click, which is going to be here. Get it exactly, and then it's // set 0, because 0 is nothing. Can you press enter? And there you go. So this gives us some light underneath the house over here, which is really cool. So what I got to do is got to work out how big this is. And at the moment, I probably just need to go down to the core because I need to get this exactly right. So let's just knock through here. So I want it exactly the same width as the rooms, and we'll see. So we're going to, in fact, I want it one more because I want to be able to build the walls, guys. So if we go out to, if that's that one, and we go out to there, point down, click, that's that one, and we need to go right over the far side. So let's go and fall through the floor to get our base floor, because I'm going to make it this big. It stands to reason that basically this is all the same. So let's just nick through here, fall through here, go down there, click that, and now we left click. So I use, sorry, this first one was left click, this is the right click, and it sets the second position. And once you've got the setting, set 0. Whee! Now I could carry on doing that, but we're not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down, let's go down 30 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then we're going to do our left click again, because you can use it again. Second position, just put it in, whack, and it's gone. Hey! Oh my word. So this is the sort of, it's probably not as big as this, because it's double layer though, it's double levels. And it's night, so let's change it to daytime. So let's just go to time set day. Yes, there we go. We got lava down here. That's why it's all lit up. So it is quite. That's quite. When you look at it like this, guys, it is quite big. So very cleverly, what we're going to do is the walls were all dark. And really, you'd think that the superstructure in the corner would follow. In fact, the best way to do it is just do this a minute, because I'm going to put the wall in afterwards, and then put some light in here as well. To be honest, that's the bottom, just to light it up. I'm not doing measuring anything, so that sort of lit that little bit there. Yeah, so. We have got, now the issue for me is that how the hell did they dig this, how the hell did they dig this much earth out to build the auction room and the underground dinosaur area for keeping them without making much noise? That's what I'd like to know. They obviously took a tunnel in, in from over there, but hey, it would have taken some building, to say the least. Without a shadow of a doubt, it would have been very difficult. He must have on holiday, that's all I say, when this was happening. So, because he didn't know about it, what was being built literally under the stately home. So there's a good one. Let's whack that in there. So it gives me, all I'm trying to do now is put the first point of building is making the markers, so you know where you're going. The second bit will be to put a floor in. Now we know the fact that, oh, it's now, is that raining? Is that raining? Is that raining? Is that raining? Is that sort of, is it? No, it's not raining yet. Yeah, that's a heck of a hole. So what I'm just going to do, guys, is I'm going to do some measurements. The thing for me is that this is ground level. So I would suspect that they would have, they would have to put a superstructure girders in at this level and then the next level down. We had level 1. We've got this as level 1 on the lifts. There's a -1, which we don't know about because it didn't make much sense. The -2 is the auction room. -3 is where Maisie came out on the balcony. And -4, which we didn't see, but -4 would have been where we saw the dinosaurs. So I think you get a pretty good state of play there, how big this is. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to do some measurement out, and then I shall come back. Once I've got, I'm just going to sort of lay out some flooring and stuff, and then once I've got that, I will come back and show you how high it is. Also, we've got to get a tunnel. Got to get a tunnel, if I'm correct. That's the lift end. So if that's the lift end, this is the tunnel end. Yeah, so that could be interesting. So, but the tunnel has to go. Ooh, what's that through there? Just there. Just a bit of a lake area. The tunnel has to somehow get over, right over there, which makes sense actually, because it meant where the dinosaurs. So that it will make sense, guys, once I've done it up. So be back once I do a bit more and show you what we're going to do next. Well, welcome back everybody. It's been quite a number of hours. It's been about 3 days actually. So let's show you. So this is the top, guys. As you remember before, it hasn't finished. I haven't done any more. So we have got this down here. So we have got the lift at this end. Here is the first. That's the floor to the... Oh, you can see a bit more over there. That's the floor to the museum. And then we got a bit of a hole. It's a massive hole. We'll go down the lift. We'll go to the next floor. Let's go to the next floor. Whee! So, this is the top of the lift. So that's how far down the lift goes. Oh, and we're in the lift here. So here is the room. It's a bit... I've got to change it, but it's a bit too long at the moment. But let's start at this end. So I think I'm going to have to condense it. Once I get the proportions right, I will condense it down. I've got the width right, but it's all about, you know, how big is the room. So we come down the lift and we come into the room. It's quite far away. If we turn around and show you this bit. So this is the lift end as such. Okay, so we can see here that I've now got the design in place. Here is the roof. It's quite big. But there were, if you remember rightly, there was a massive cage down the centre. There was seating at each end. And then you had stairs at each end. So let me show you this. So let's just show you. So I've done the design. Rather than just being a flat wall, I've sort of designed it this way. I'm going to probably change it a bit more. I designed the first corner. And let's go and have a look in here, guys. So we've got these stairs. These are the escape stairs, which I haven't put the access in yet. So we've got to there. I'm just getting the overall design of the place. And there's the lift, of course. There's the other stairs, the other side. And they go up as well. Yeah. And then the corner. Now on the real one, we've sort of got sloping corners going round, but I haven't done it for this. So that's that end. But this end, we have the, obviously where the big cages roll in. And I haven't done the rolling bit yet, but if I get this right, there should be a gap at the side. In fact, if I'm clever enough, I might be able to get two sets of rails on here. That's sort of higher over there. I'm just looking at the picture, guys. So if we can have a cage that big, because it then the cage rolls out on the raised flooring. Now this goes all the way back, so what I'll probably find is I'm going to have to do a separate level all the way across. Yeah, that's the raised bit, and it's yeah, there we go, like that. So the cages, now this is there's a door here, of course, which we haven't, when I make a hole in it. So head height, let's just have a look at that. So there's probably, if I remember rightly, there was sort of some slits. The slits were here maybe. Yeah. And the door was massive, absolutely ginormous, because it had to have the big cage for the Indoraptor. So the idea would be to bring this raid. See, once you get this out, and you put the rails in. Now, what I could do with this, if I am clever, because I wonder, yeah, the rails. I wonder whether or not I could use. Let's have a look. Yeah. By the way, this is Timor Black Bamboo from the Plant Mega Pack, because I couldn't find the right green to make it stand out, to make it more ornate. So this is the Plant Mega Pack, guys. I've had it on a long time, so but there we go. So if I was to use the wall, yeah, I think wall. That, let's see how that fits. Oh, we've already got some. Get rid of that. Right. If I was to use the wall, I wonder how that would fit. Now the trouble is the rails were pretty well. The rails were pretty well. We could have it as overhang, of course. So if I do that, the rails carried on, didn't they, all the way? Actually, that actually works, doesn't it? So, well, yeah, I have thought about making this wider. Let's see what this looks like. And the rails, it was a proper full-size railway track, which this is roughly the full-size railway track that we put the cage is sat on. Now I'm going to have to sort of change the floor under there. That would work, wouldn't it? Because that, if you think about that now, the size of that compared to the rest of it, that sort of, and I haven't done the roof yet, that sort of looks right. It'll start raining in a minute. That sort of looks right. And then the doors come up. The doors came down. So I think it's the fact the rails went to the door and then the door would come up and the vehicle, the thing would go over the top. But I will have to finish off this, see, do like that. And then the trouble is, guys, how big's the Indoraptor, eh? Shall we have a look and see how big this Indoraptor is? Now, guys, you have to download this version of Jurassicraft from my map pack if you go onto my Planet Minecraft to get the map. So let's just see how big the Indoraptor is in here. Now, I can't even remember which one was the Indoraptor. It was the Excavating. So let's have a look and see if we can find the Excavating egg. Now, I've got to work out. I'll probably get some dodgy ones here. Let's go and get the Excavating egg. Right. This could be rather dodgy, guys. Because this we will see how big the Indoraptor we have. Yeah, that's about right. Because it was like twice the size of a man. Let's have a look. See if we can put the Indoraptor in here. Hopefully we'll get one. Hey! Hey! That's going to be alright. When you put... That is pretty damn good. The cage... Yeah, oh, here we go. The cage... Yeah, so that is pretty damn good. When we put the cage sitting on... Because the cage sits on top of here. I'm going to have to do some lighting. So let's just see that a minute. Let's just see if we just did... If I just did the cage... Now... Yeah, if I did the cage like that, that's a good size. That, hey, Indoraptor, that is a good size. Now the cage isn't going here. I just wanted to show you. Hey, come on, hello. Start running around my thing. There we go. It's all good fun. Yeah. So if I put this on here, and then what I've got to be very clever about is the lighting, and it will work. Oh no. Oh, that's a nuisance. It was lit, wasn't it? Now I wondered if it was lit. So I'm going to have to play around with that. Oh, it does light, look. It does light. Yeah, if I put the light in under it, it's still lit. But it's not lit like the glass, like the cages. But the Indoraptor's sitting in there with the iron bars on it. If I just do that a minute. If I just do this as a demo for you guys. Oh yes, that would work, wouldn't it? That Indoraptor would be just about right with the Indoraptor cage there. If we just bring that round there, yeah, probably would escape anyway. Probably glitch out. Ooh, what I could use though is if I go to iron, I could use the super duper ones. Oh no, I haven't got them in this mod. No, I haven't got the fancy iron glass door. Iron rods, yeah, so I haven't got that in this one. It'll have to be this. Right, okay. So that does work, guys. That does work. Which, yeah, so we could get the Indoraptor in the cage. It's got to come a bit further out. But you can see that this room is too long. So what I'm going to have to do, this room is shorten it once I work it out. Is that water? Or is that just the time of day? That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so we're alright, Indoraptor. So, yeah, when you're standing here, it looks pretty big, doesn't it? As a person, it's pretty big. So, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, what I want to go, guys, is I'm not going to do any more for this video because it is taking a long time. This will be the end of the video. Right, now, sorry, down here, guys, you haven't seen the next level. So, if you think about it, there was this level here. I haven't put where the windows in the side that was overlooking this particular bit. Indoraptor's just going to play around there, actually. It's not going to go too far away, which is pretty good. Then we've got the basement. So, we've got a double level basement. What I'm going to do, same as this, I'm going to put a false ceiling in. So here's the false level here. So I've got to do a false ceiling. This was the original level I had it at, which has got to go. In fact, we'll take that out now. I'll just show you how to get rid of that because I'll just take it out because we don't need it anymore. It was looking pretty good. Let's go like that. I've got so many different sides. Oh, there we go. Set 0. Get rid of that as well. Yeah, so I've got to get the double level. It's not going to go all the way down here, because if I go and fall down the bottom. But if you think that they had to dig out some stuff. Is that a bit weird? That is a bit weird, that's it. That's right, it's just one of those glitches. They had to dig out some way. I think that probably end up with Indoraptors. Oh, don't tell you you're actually thinking about getting in the cage. That's so funny. I think the basement, and there goes the rain. Always rains in it. Yeah, I think the basement, and it rains underground in Minecraft, as you know. I think once I get in, let's have a look at this then. So we've come down. It's going to be about right. We have come down 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So if I put the false ceiling in 2 gaps, yeah, put the false ceiling in there, and then come down 22 again. So let's just do this. I've got one of these before I finish off. I'll just come down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That will be the... So that's how deep the next bit could be. And that might be about right. So we have got a bit of a hole at the bottom, but that's neither here nor there. So... yeah, so this, once you get the floor in here... should put that in for the false ceiling. So false ceiling means you can get in to access the lights and stuff. So that, and if I put the floor in here, how it would be for where the pens, the dino pens are, just to show you as a bit of a, that would be the new floor. So that allows for the lab and the base at the bottom. But that is still a heck of a way to get from there to there. I wish you'd... well, go on, eat the bats. I wish you would eat the bats. So we're going to leave you there. You're going to be our friendly little Indoraptor, which is just going to sit in there. That's about right. Definitely about right. So thank you very much indeed, guys. Yes, the videos are slow, but this is a heck of a big build that we've got to get sorted. So we'll see you next time. Thanks very much. I will answer the questions as soon as I can. And bye-bye for now.